Today's lesson is on team building fundamentals. One person can create a momentum, and a team can create impact. Most people dream alone. They just dream alone, nothing else. Other people work alone. Greatest achievements in business, leadership, and community development happens when people work together. Yes, happens when people work together. So the purpose of this training is to help you understand how to build strong teams, support people, and at the same time develop future leaders. By the end of this lesson, we'll understand the foundation of leadership based on team building inside PBH-OFFICIAL. So to be quick, what is a team? A team is a group of people working together, all with the name of accomplishing a common goal. A team, remember, is not a collection of people. A team, remember, is not a collection of individuals. A team shares the vision, mission, a purpose, a culture, something they believe in, and they share the commitment to grow. Commitment to growth. In PBH-OFFICIAL, we believe every member can become a contributor to its growth and to the growth of itself. Become a contributor and eventually become a leader. Lead a certain team of yours. The goal is not just to recruit people, but the ultimate goal is to develop people. Earlier I said any member can become a contributor and at the same time can become what? Kings know this. Yes, smart marketers know this. And at the same time, business people. So why team building is important, or why team building matters a lot? Check this. Imagine trying to build a house alone. You will need to become an architect, the builder himself, the plumber, the painter, and at the same time the electrician. Everything, remember, depends on one person. Yes, everything depends on one person. Now imagine a team, everyone dedicated to each phase. Each person contributes skills, and at the same time each person solves a certain problem, and each person eventually helps move the vision forward. Don't forget, teams multiply effort. Maybe this thing will end in 3 hours, but with a team it might end within 30 minutes. Teams increase impact, and at the same time teams create sustainability. Teams create sustainability. The 4 foundations of great teams. Foundation 1, it's always what we call shared vision. A team, the first thing, they must know where they are going. A team must know where it is going. And without a vision, people do what? Lose motivation. And inside PBH-OFFICIAL, our vision is simple. Build skills, create opportunities as we move, and grow together. Because if this person has provided this opportunity because he learned this skill, then we are growing. We are not staying stagnant. And every member should understand this vision. This is because when people understand that vision, they move in the same direction. Ask yourself this question, for leaders. Do the people around me understand where we are going? If you can answer that, then you understand the fundamentals of team, the foundation of team, which is foundation 1, shared vision. And if not, communicate the vision clearly. Try to communicate the vision clearly. Foundation 2, what we call trust. Yeah, trust. Person trusting you. Trust is the first currency of leadership, or in leadership. And most people, they will follow the leaders they trust. And trust is built when you keep your promises. Foundation 2, trust. Trust is the currency of leadership. While people follow leaders they trust, and trust is built while you keep your promises. If you promise that you deliver this, deliver it. Remember to show up consistently. Yeah, this way you'll build trust. Learn to tell the truth and learn to respect people. This way trust is built. Support others. Yeah, and with this is when you realize that trust is not built overnight. Yes, trust is never built overnight. It is repeated, it is built through repeated actions. Yeah, and every interaction, it will either build trust or distract, or it will weaken trust. Every interaction or every person that you interact with, yes, you should make sure you build trust or you will weaken it. And this is it. Choose actions that build trust, not that weaken trust. The third foundation is communication. Communication keeps teams connected. Yeah, how we communicate, it keeps the community or the team connected. And poor communication creates confusion. Good communication always creates clarity. As a leader, communicate clearly. The leader, yes, as a leader, respond respectively. Listen carefully. Always provide clear instructions. Encourage questions. It can be maybe in a DM or during offline meetings or meet. Share updates regularly. This way you build a great team. Remember this. Communication is not only just communicating, or it's not just, or communication is not only speaking. No, it's not only speaking, but communication is also listening. Listen to them and do what, or try to provide what you have promised. Building trust and at the same time communication. All this go hand in hand. That's why I would say this is the third foundation. And great leaders, they learn how to listen before they communicate. Great leaders listen before they lead. Foundation 4, consistency. Success is not built through occasional effort. Success is built through consistent actions. Yeah? How consistent are you? This is my question to you. The strongest teams, I believe they are not actually the one that are talented. I believe they are the ones that they are most consistent. Yeah, this is not day off. If they have planned to enter, yeah, today is today, not tomorrow. Not emergency that has stopped them to stop. No, be consistent. The teams are consistent. So what is consistency? Consistency is showing up. Consistency is following through. If you DM someone, try to follow him. Follow up with them. Consistency is supporting members of your team. Completing assignments. Yeah. If you promise that today I'll read this PDF, make sure you complete it. Consistency is small actions repeated daily. These small actions repeated daily, they always create bigger and bigger results at the end. This is the power of consistency. Small actions repeated daily, yes, creates bigger and bigger results over time. And this is the power of consistency. Learn to follow up. Yes, all this. Done them. Now, this is PBH official leadership principles. Packaged them for you. Leaders, I've been repeating this, they do not create followers. Leaders, what they do is they learn how to build more leaders. They learn how to build more leaders. Think about that clearly. Then come up with your own answer. But learn how to create more leaders. People depend entirely on one leader. Then you should understand that growth becomes limited. It becomes limited completely, because if this leader today he has another meeting to another place, then these people today they won't be leaded. But when leaders, they develop new leaders, yes, you see growth starts to expand. These are the principles that they are there. Inside PBH Official, we urge and we want every leader to try to thrive as much as he can to create more leaders. And at the same time, we want every member to learn leadership skills. And remember, leadership is not a title, but it's a spirit that you possess. It's an ambition that you possess. It's the eagerness that you possess. So learn leadership skills. You see, the skills. Leadership is influence. Learn how to influence people. Learn how to make people to move from here to here. That's the power that you need right now. Learn it if you are a member inside PBH Official. Remember, leadership is responsibility. The responsibility of waking up at 5:30 a.m., reading your journal, looking where you went wrong, and trying to improve it the next few hours that they are coming, so that it turns out to be safe. Leadership is a service that you provide to your team members. Yes, learn how to provide the services that they are 100% guaranteed to bring change, to influence people, to take their responsibility. The strongest leaders, and you should become one, help others to grow. That's why I say, if you want to become a leader, you should have the ambition, you should have the eagerness to succeed. You should have the courage to take responsibilities. Let's talk about the duplication model. Yes, the duplication model. Now, inside PBH Official, we follow a simple duplication model. Step 1, it's simple, you learn, but all you learn is the training. You study the lessons, then you develop your own skills. From the lessons, from the training, you develop your own skills. Step 2 is whereby you learn how to apply these lessons, training, and skills that you have possessed from the training. You take action. Yes, if you have been told to learn how to build trust, just apply it immediately. Take action. Try to practice what you have learned. It's not a must you try with the direct team, but you can try offline with 2 to 3 people, maybe your family members during dinner time, your friends during the conversation you are making, or during a call. Maybe you can try it to your girlfriend. Make sure she trusts you, and learn to implement the lessons. Try to implement the lessons that you take. Step 3, you teach what you have learned. We have said it's not a must you do it direct to a team. No, you can do it to your friends, family members, conversation that you are making here and there. Learn to share what you have learned. You can do it how? By documenting what you are doing daily. But as long as it's creating influence, help someone understand. Maybe you have learned, but this person that he has learned it too, but he has not understand. So help them, or in other words, provide guidance to that person. Step 4, others repeat. The people that you help, remember, they will start helping others because you did that to them. And this is how you do it. You start duplicating the entire thing. You need to become a leader, and this is what you need to do. This is where positive duplication is always created. Yeah, positive duplication. And this is how exactly our communities grow. You have to grow a community, start this way. Yeah, what you've learned, implement it, provide guidance to people. And this is how you become a leader and you multiply other leaders. Remember, the goal is not about the money, but it's the influence that you create. It's the leaders that you create, because 5 years from now, you've created, let's say you've created 50 leaders. You can retire. Maybe at 30, maybe at 35, you can retire because you have created over 50 leaders. Let's go to team building rules that are there. Rule 1, encouraging people. This is there. During school days, teachers would encourage students. During lecture halls, lecturers would encourage the lecturers would encourage the comrades. Politicians would encourage the people at the campaigning. So people tend to grow when they are encouraged. Many people, they already face criticism. They are being criticized by family members, by friends, by their girlfriends, by their enemies. You see, the moment you become a source of their encouragement, yes, the moment you become a source of their encouragement, you, like how you try to celebrate their effort. Like today, you see, this person has won, yes, he has gotten a commission, his revenue has exceeded 1% that he had. Celebrate their effort. You can congratulate them. You can, let's say, you can quote them on your status, on your story, on your feed. In other words, try to recognize their progress. Yes, like you say, hey Jacob, today I saw your progress, congratulations. This is your first day I saw you in the meeting, wow, congratulations. Maybe that day you are the one hosting the meeting. Support their improvement. If this person today, he has bought an earpod, oh my god, congratulate that person. This is how you encourage them, so that the next time they can move the next step. Support their improvement. If this guy today, he has done so and so and so, try to do Z for him. Remember, a simple message can inspire someone to keep on going or to improve more. So try to encourage. Team building rule 2. The second team building rule is avoid negativity. The religious books or the historical books, the constitution itself, the tradition is the non-negativity is bad. Negativity, remember, is the only thing that destroys momentum. Let's say you are this way, then a negative charge comes here, poof, from physics. In other words, avoid gossiping, avoid the complaints that comes with gossip. Just avoid them. The complainings that come with gossip. Avoid discouraging language completely. In other words, in Swahili, avoid kabisa. Avoid kabisa completely, because they destroy or they attack your personal. Or in other words, focus on solutions. There's this guy, I don't know the name, but it trended for a long time that there's no problem but only solutions. So focus on the solutions to avoid negativity. Focus on growth. Focus on growing. Focus on learning. Focus on supporting others so that they can become leaders. Focus on positive cultures which creates the momentum. Focus on positive cultures that create greater or teams that they are growing. Focus on positive culture that creates stronger teams, and this way you'll avoid negativity completely. Team building rule 3. Learn how to celebrate progress. Celebrating progress. I've said it earlier. This person has made a progress today. Celebrate it. How can you celebrate it? You can mention him on your status. You can tag him on your social accounts. You see, this is one way of congratulating someone. The moment people see you congratulating someone, they know you can be trusted. Remember, do not wait for huge results. Those small results, they're the one they are coming to be the hugest one or the biggest one. So learn how to celebrate the small wins that they're happening daily, here and there. Don't forget that celebrate if a person completes a training. Like you sent him a podcast, then he listened to it, then he finished it. You sent him a voice note, he listened to it, then congratulate him. You can say, hey buddy, thank you and congratulations for completing this voice note. This means that this is the first step that you're creating momentum. This is the first time you have done this. Wow. Then the next one is going to be big. You tell him to implement the skills that you have learned, to implement the lesson that he has taken. When a person creates content, celebrate him. Yes, celebrate him. On his comment, try to celebrate him. Oh, wow, this is fantastic. Or if you said, comment leadership, just do that. That's a way of celebrating him, of giving him that courage that it's possible. There's no any other person that will celebrate him apart from you or me and you. So if a person has learned a new skill, try to congratulate him the same way as a comrade the moment he finishes his 4 year course. People celebrate him, congratulate him. This way you should do it to your team members. While this person of yours or this team member of yours, he has helped a new member, celebrate this win. Celebrate with him. If your team has reached a certain goal, yes, congratulate them. You said this week we have to finish this and this, A, B and C. Congratulate them. Celebrate together. Remember, recognition motivates people to continue growing. Supporting growth. Every person in the community or in your team is at a certain stage. There's the one who joined on Monday. There's the one who joined on Saturday. There's the one who joined on Sunday. Some members are beginners because let's say there's the one who was joined yesterday. There's the one who was joined right now. There are those who are developing confidence. Maybe he joined last month, but he has not developed confidence. So there are those who are developing confidence. Some, remember, are future leaders. Meet people where they are. Yes, meet people where they are. Others are in the comment section. Others are on WhatsApp. Others are on YouTube. Others are on Snapchat. And there are those you can access their physical location. Reach to them and help them take the next stage. And if you can reach them, help them reach the next step or complete the next step. Growth happens one step at a time. One step at a time. The common team building mistakes most people make. Maybe leaders to make. Mistake 1. Trying to do everything alone. Don't try to do everything alone. Trying to do everything alone. Mistake 2. Expecting perfection from people. Not everyone is perfect. Not everyone is perfect. So don't expect perfection from everyone. Try to give them what they need at the time. Because we said growth happens one step at a time. So don't expect them to be perfect. Mistake number 3. There are those who give up too quickly. Yes, giving up too quickly. Remember, life is shaped, the future is shaped by the decision that you make today. So giving up too quick, that's a mistake for building teams. Maybe you didn't share this opportunity with DJ, Mahmoud, Jackie, Jackson, Diana, Bahati. Did you? You didn't. That's why you quitted. And there's this say that says quitters can never be swimmers. So this is my urge. Never quit too early or too quick. So common mistake number 4, focusing only on numbers. Focusing only on numbers. It might be likes, comments, people that you're talking to. Remember earlier I said the most important part is leadership, becoming a leader, a person who takes responsibility, a person who encourages others. So the moment you master these skills, the moment you master these skills of being a good leader or of having the best leadership skills, boom, you win. Not only numbers that you'll focus on them, but you'll be focusing on growing a team, because the secret is in building a team. We said with the 50 leaders, each providing 5 leaders, Rob, sis, aunt, mother, brother, grandpa. It's a history that you'll be creating, legacy you'll be creating. So don't just focus on numbers, but focus on creating these leadership skills. Common mistake number 5, failing to develop leaders. And I've said it again and I'll repeat. Focus on these leadership skills, because if you master leadership skills, it will be easier for you to develop another leader. It will be simple for you to develop another leader. This is what I want you to do it. Don't focus on numbers, but focus on how to create new leaders, develop new leaders, because with the 5 leaders, yes, you're going to go. It's not a must you have 20 followers or 20,000 followers or 20 million followers. No, you need only 5 leaders. And you know, a leader, they can develop a leader. This is my take for you, that I need you to remember that people are more valuable than statistics. Let me repeat it again. People are more valuable than statistics. Actually learn how to invest in people. Learn how to invest in people. How do you invest it? Build more leaders, because that's the only investment is worth right now for you and for me. So if you can become a leader, the other person can become a leader. You can teach another person to become a leader, because people trust leaders. And the moment you become a leader, you can create another leader. PBH-OFFICIAL leadership mindset that you should possess. Yes, leadership mindset that you should possess. PBH-OFFICIAL leader asks himself this question, or herself this question: how can I help this person become a leader? How can I serve these team members of mine? How can I learn to encourage people faster? How can I develop future leaders? Yes, how can I develop future leaders? Leadership is not about being above leaders. Leadership is not about being above people. No. No. Even a small kid will say no. Leadership is helping people to rise. If you see those people who are trying to be above you, then that person is a dictator. It's not worth your time. But helping person to rise. Congratulations for completing this training. Remember to continue learning. Remember to continue growing. Continue helping others. Take the action from this training. How we build skills. Together we create opportunities, and eventually we will grow together. See you in the next training video, and it's going to be the basics of affiliate marketing. PBH Official, remember to build skills. Don't forget to create opportunities, and together we grow. Always do one.